Bust 3 shots for the purge, never cheap shots for the purge. You taking cheap shots for the burn? We got the streets watching the purge, making weed hot in return. Haters on the sideline, keep watching, observe. Keeping company with ops on the curb. We not for the herbs like celery, rocking the burbs. Brother, we clocking and earn, locking and turn.
I say, listen, man, whatever y'all want me to say, I would tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I will say it. Tell me what y'all want to know and I will tell you.
In a world where the sports world is rocked by an onslaught of manly Caitlins.
You know what? This world has definitely taken an interesting turn. We are back once again. Another purge of the BS must begin. So as usual, I gotta call my boys to help me deal with all this. It's a lot. And I got a lot for y'all today. So, gentlemen, Bricks, Bravo, would you please join me in another purge of the BS? Please!
Of course.
Yeah, why not? That'd be cool.
My goodness. Guys, before we get started, let's make sure we let everybody know. Like, subscribe, bang the bell, get the notifications, join us here live for our episodes. We do a lot here. We say a lot about to happen tonight. Yeah, there's a lot about to happen tonight. I think we might need some extra guns in here tonight. Bricks, do you have any extra guns to bring to this battle of the BS?
Nice.
Bring me some extra guns, please.
Slow down, all right? Because you're dancing dangerously close to a pause.
Yeah, so bring it on. Bring it on.
Your guns.
Bring it on.
Show us your guns.
The extra gun this evening is a friend of mine, a fellow producer. His name is DTTHEKOMIC, and he's got a long list of music. He's been seen on the show Pop the Bubble. I think that's what it's called, but I'm not sure. And who cares if I'm wrong? He'll correct me. But Dante, please come out here. DTTHEKOMIC, yo, let's get him out here.
Yeah.
Right, let's give it up. Let's give it up.
What's up, man? Say hello.
Thank you.
Hey, yo, what's up with my
what's up,
What's good with y'all? How y'all doing, y'all?
Man, I'm okay.
He got black and white. Yo, he's in a time warp in the 1920s.
So
tell Steamboat Willie's gonna be dancing in the background.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself and make it quick, all right?
Yeah, I got you. I want to first thank y'all so much for having me, man. Like, I
No
ain't done
doubt.
nothing like this for a while, so let's rock out. But yeah, I go by DTTHEKOMIC, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my mentor, Bricks Magic, you dig?
My man.
I do a couple of things. I'm a super producer extraordinaire, audio engineer. If you need a beat, let me know. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I also do music for TV and film as well. Shout out Six Figure Sinks, you know what I'm saying? We in the building. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I've got a question for you before we go on, because I've been asked this. And so how long has it been that you have been a diehard racist? I mean a car driver, a racer.
Well, no, I've been producing for quite some time, actually. I don't know what he's referring to at all.
Oh, it's producer. Okay.
Producer. Yeah.
Something. So how long
was wrong with the
kneecap
script?
swung the other way?
Yeah, exactly. So as far as making beats and stuff, is it true that when you put the damn beat down, you just bust it wide open?
My bad.
You need to know this.
I was like, well,
The fans are interested.
These are the questions.
These are the real questions, the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
that's borderline insane, with all due respect, sir.
So, in music, this is something that I would like to ask really quick. In music, because you're a producer, is a metronome a thing that keeps time, or a really short man that paints his fingernails?
This is important.
It is.
This is important.
The fans need to know.
Well, I would say in music, we would have to ask Drake and Lil Yachty. You know what I'm saying? They nails. You feel me? They would know that.
Get them on there.
So you don't use a metronome. You don't have one in the studio. You don't have a metronome in your studio.
No, I am the metronome. I am the tempo.
Okay. So here's the question.
Okay, self-identifying.
You're a producer, and we all respect producers.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you hung out with Kanye West?
Nah, he's clearly trolling me, man. He's clearly trolling me.
Who's trolling?
Kanye's been trolling you? Do tell.
Kanye's trolling.
Hey, he's
He's
clearly still
always
trolling.
people.
He's rough.
I mean, that's what he does.
rough.
But, you know, in Kanye, we trust.
Okay. I don't have any further questions, John.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
You know what?
Christ.
I do have some questions because we do need to get to purging some BS tonight. Are you gentlemen ready for that? All right.
Yes.
I believe you're ready. Weak ass clap. Shut up in the back.
That sounds like old people clapping for the winner of bingo. Like they wanted to win.
I gotta know, DT the comic, I must know because this is the last question that we have on the cards here in the intro is, do you eat bananas?
Yo, flag on the play. Why you just pop an image like that on the screen?
He's
that
within
quick?
all of his rights.
Yeah, I need to know if you have partaken in the consumption of said bananas. Because there is a story I'm about to cover, and it might concern you if you are a consumer of bananas.
If you're a banana enthusiast.
You take that banana with
Okay, well, you know what?
I'm actually not a banana enthusiast.
Don't tell me.
Really?
Not a
You
banana
don't like
enthusiast?
bananas?
Okay, not even in the fruit salad?
Nah, I don't even like banana flavored things. Like there's banana flavored backwoods. I never touch those.
Okay.
I haven't had those. I'm going to try them out.
Yeah,
Well, anyway,
I'm not a fan of bananas in the backwoods either.
There's a recent story that just came out that I thought y'all might find a little entertaining because I didn't know. But the Chiquita banana brand has recently been sued for their involvement in some foreign affairs. I just wanted to play this clip for you real quick. Y'all got 50 seconds?
Yeah, I got 49.
I mean, we're here.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got it. If it plays.
Flag on the play.
A stunning
Y'all hear
verdict in a
this?
South Florida
Yes.
federal court.
Okay.
Hi, Chiquita banana.
Chiquita, the banana giant, found liable by a U.S. jury for funding a so-called Colombian death squad and ordered to pay more than a dozen relatives of victims a total of $38.3 million. It's a case that was decades in the making. From 1997 to 2004, Chiquita, then known as the United Fruit Company, paid a right-wing paramilitary group at least $1.7 million. The group, the United Self-Defense Forces of Colombia, or AUC, formed as a reaction to left-wing guerrilla groups during Colombia's civil war. Experts say the AUC often promised people and businesses protection from other armed threats. But as their power grew, so did the violence. The U.S. designated the AUC as a terrorist organization in 2001.
Now, before we get started, I don't know about this AUC terrorist organization. What I do know is, in my past experience when it came to bananas, I trusted the sticker that had Chiquita on it. And I don't know if I feel that way.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that you got to know. This has been going on for quite some time. This has been going on
you
for
knew
quite
about
some
this?
time.
You knew about this?
Hence,
You didn't say nothing?
No, but here's the thing. Do you know that term that people say banana republic? It's because of this. It's because that company paid paramilitary terrorist organizations to take over land and corner that fruit market, and they had their own people installed in the government. So that's why they called it a banana republic. That's look it up. That's for real. That's for real.
You know, they'll fact check it in the comments, and I'll come and check it later. But I mean, it sounds great, honestly.
Oh yeah, they've been horrible.
Like,
They've
that's
been
an
horrible
awesome
for
story.
years. They've been horrible
Chiquita
for
bananas?
years.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I ain't even really find out about Chiquita being like a brand of like that makes bananas. I just knew that from like that part in that Lil Wayne verse, that banana clip. Let Chiquita speak. You know what I'm saying? That was hard. You feel me?
That was a good bar. That was a good bar.
Yeah, that was
great. And it's
great.
the education. He was educating you as to what Chiquita's brand is. Apparently,
so DT the comic. You've been a leader in the needlepoint sewing industry for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's impressive.
Crochet comic, what they call them.
Exactly. So, but what we really want to know is, how are both of your parents black, but your grandparents are lily white?
These are the things that the people want to know.
We got to know.
I've got my notepad out. We've got to
know. It's very important. And they hate black people.
That's amazing. And worst off, I heard that they maintain eye contact while eating said bananas. That's
exactly. And you've been eating bananas with one hand.
Right.
Whoa. I don't know how I feel about that last statement.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, okay. All right. So I
anyway, do we have a baddie in the Brightlights this week?
Yes, we.
What he had to say was not important.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good though. My legal team had called. They gave me some really good advice about how to answer that question. But it's straight. It's straight. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Oh,
good.
Well, I want to know what the answer was myself. But I don't even really remember what the question was.
Can we get to the boobs, please?
Whoa.
Sir.
With all due respect.
Sir.
Sweater muffins.
Muffins. That's new.
We have guests on the show. We have a guest.
Chesticles.
We do not want anybody to get in trouble because I'm about to bring a baddie to you, and we got to keep it together. It's tough sometimes because I know I'll be bringing the baddie. Right? You can't handle the truth. Tonight, I'm going to bring you Halle. Sorry,
you're saying it wrong.
Sorry. I'm looking at the picture, and the picture got me distracted. Y'all will understand what happened in just a moment here. Yeah. Did you see this?
ChloeBailey.
ChloeBailey.
Did anybody? Yeah, my pants are tight now. I don't know what happened.
There you go.
I don't know what happened.
So anyway, here's the thing.
She is anti-ugly.
She is gorgeous. Like, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to be disrespectful, but there's a lot of people that have a crush on her.
Yeah.
She's been in the news headlines lately. She seems to carry herself well. I haven't seen her like in no scandal or anything. That's always
she's
good.
Talented in every way.
Isn't her sister Halle Bailey? That was in Little Mermaid?
That's why I was about to say it and I messed up. But then I didn't know about her until afterward.
Yo, can you
much like that? Much like that top.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Much like that top. I'm impressed.
Are we talking?
Yeah. No. That's fine. Where you have it right now is perfect. Yeah, she's
okay. I'm dead. No, the way they had the Zoom go, that's insane.
Yeah, that's interesting. So
no, we have to inspect it to make sure it's real. You know,
it's got to be.
So would you have rather seen her in The Little Mermaid instead of her sister?
I'm not allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say on camera where I would like to see her.
Is that so? And where would you like to see her?
Speaking of bananas,
zoom back up just a little bit so we can see the yams. Right, that's very important.
Side yam. Okay, before we get disrespectful, let's give Miss Chloe.
I'm a huge fan. Props. I'm growing a bigger fan every minute.
Yeah.
A bigger fan of her talents.
This is where we lose it, right?
What does she do again?
That was the question.
An actor.
What does she do?
She's a producer
she's an actress,
and an artist. She can sing her ass off, and Beyonce is a fan of her as well. Her and her sister.
Oh no, that's dangerous for her.
No, they were
more like
work.
Beyonce be like, you know what I'm saying? Like she came out publicly like, yes, you feel me? Yes, we love Chloe, we love Halle, but I'm just saying, how did her last project perform? I mean, you know,
Chloe's last project?
Yeah.
I didn't even know she had a project. I'm gonna be real. I must not be listening.
I follow her on Instagram. I saw the releases, but I mean, I don't go and go click on her music. But if I see it and it sound good, like the snippet, I may hit it. You feel me? I may hit it. But
her Instagram is very entertaining. I will say that.
I'm a big fan.
Okay, well, everybody who's watching, go ahead and check out ChloeBailey's Instagram over there. And
that's
while you're over there on Instagram, make sure you check out Sonny Bricks' Instagram.
Yeah.
I got an Instagram. It's King Reds. I think it is. Is it me on there? I don't know.
I think that's the one I subscribe to.
I got Instagram, Instagram as well. Daddy Rando experience. There was nothing on it.
Let me stop.
Well, hold on. I do have one more question to ask. Y'all ready?
What's up?
Yeah. Yo.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That's your man. That's your man. Hey, who man's is this? Oh, man,
Yes.
this?
5 hours later, nigga. 5 hours later.
I was really
Guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I don't know if y'all can clap.
That's the
once
most
I- once y'all
anemic clap
see-
ever.
Yeah, it's the two people in the back that you brought with you.
That's
That's
me.
what that clap
That's
sounds
me
like.
clapping in the
Yeah,
back.
that's the WNBA crowd. That's nothing but like 5 uncles.
Hey. I hear CaitlinClark is doing wonders for their salaries, right?
Yeah, I heard that too.
That's what I heard.
You guys,
They
A
each
rising
got a
tide lifts
$2
all
raise.
boats. Right.
all right.
They're allowed to play. They're allowed to play basketball inside now.
Well, let's address something real quick. We did the CaitlinClark snippet, and recently CaitlinClark was not selected for the USA basketball team, like the Olympic
I
team.
heard that.
guess, right?
Yeah.
And the people were in an uproar about it because they feel like she was more talented than a lot of the other girls that got selected, or other women. Let me be respectful.
Right.
The other women that got selected for the team. Now, one of said women that was selected for said team was recently, a video has surfaced about this said woman. And I think you may find it a little interesting to watch. We have brought this said woman up in previous episodes, and this said woman's name is Sorry, it's Brittney.
Yo, wait a minute.
Brittney Griner. Now, wait, don't say nothing. Let me play the clip, and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay?
Looks like a Kevin.
Yeah.
Shh. Talk about it.
That is a smooth front.
Shut.
Flagging, breaking. Let's see something real quick. Britt, thank you. Get the hell out of here, yo.
Wait a minute.
Take another look. Take another look.
It's a brick. I'm swimming.
Okay.
Yo, I'm
Look.
so big right now.
I can't even be mad at commit. She committed.
Committed.
I'll leave it here.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you what, guys. Let me tell you what. Brittney Griner was recently removed from the U.S. basketball situation.
Speaking of Brittney and removed.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Let me just say this. We've been making fun of Brett for a minute.
Her name is Brett?
No, her name is Brittney, but you know what I call her. So anyway, we've been messing with Brett for a minute. I never had what I would call irrefutable evidence that something ain't right. I don't know about y'all, but when that surgery is done and things are removed, there's scars and things don't look right. That just looked like a dude. They told me I didn't even have to censor it. So I think because
She
they said it was
does
for
look like
undisclosed
she
reason.
ran into a wall locker at a high rate of speed.
Man, I'm just being real. I'm just being real.
Like she was hit with a drug dealer's Gucci bag. Like when someone throws it out the window trying to get away from the police.
And just one of those situations.
See, what y'all forgetting that she did a recent interview and the title was Britt has something to get off her chest.
Hey, I like that.
I like that. I like where you're with that. Yeah. There's your dad joke you were talking about. There you go. That's a good one, right?
No. I have a dad joke for you, bruv.
Hey, man, it's important.
I'm just saying.
To hear the dad joke? I want to hear it.
Yeah, it's important. Let's hear it.
Let's see what we got.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't. But look, why are arenas always so cold?
I don't know.
Oh, I know this one.
I mean, it's just not
great.
Go ahead, drop the punchline. Drop the punchline.
Because they're full of fans.
Right.
All right.
I get it, and I don't get a lot, and I got that. So, good job.
I look, had a better one later, but you know, I got you, bro.
So what you're trying to say is that Britt is really
Brett. Yes.
Sound like a bullfrog.
Exactly. Every time I see this person, that's what I hear in my head. So I've shared it with y'all.
Well,
so
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know she had a surgery for it. I just thought, like, you know,
this is what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't no surgery scars, yo.
Look, when I heard she had a BBL, I didn't know it stood for both boobies lost.
Sir. I don't give a damn.
You saying it's been a nigga the whole time? That's tough.
Dude the whole time. Joanna Man in real life.
Don't do that. I used to fuck with that movie. That movie was tough, bruh.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say pause.
Come on now.
But hold on now. Let's actually
get ideas from movies.
Let's think about it.
She can afford a good surgeon, though. I mean,
she does make a significant amount of income compared to regular people.
Boy. No,
bro, I'm saying, and ain't none of us here smoke that Russian gas like she did.
See, now I'm glad you brought that up because that's why I wanted to go with this. Now,
she went to a men's prison, Sonny.
Did she?
I know you were asked the fucking question, and there you go. There's your answer. They took them that day to a men's prison. But nobody talked about it.
Speaking of asking the fucking question, that reminds me of the question.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. This is what happened.
Just saying.
Now it's out in the
just
open.
saying.
See, now you made me forget what I was gonna say. All right. Oh. So here it is. I remember. So she goes. All right. So think of behavior from, I guess, the vast majority of women. It's kind of a real nigga move to sneak weed on the plane or, marijuana to get on the plane. Like, that's not like a chick thing, yo.
Big facts. No, I know plenty of women that sneak weed on planes.
That is not big facts. That's not big facts. I recently, and we would have covered it today, but we're not.
No. Hear me out.
Chicks moving big drugs.
Women would move like packs of cocaine up under their dress or whatever like that, like in them suitcases, because they did it for, what's the name, Griselda? They did it for Pablo Escobar.
Yeah. Somebody did it for
They were fucking successful. Niggas get on a plane like, yeah, I just got this little bit of shit with me. They ain't gonna find it. Like, that's a nigga move.
Right in the TSA bin. They just throw it in there.
You gotta be smarter than you just gotta be smarter than the object or objects that you are operating. I promise.
No, yo, you can't outsmart racism. Every flight I get off of is international. My name is Lee Random because I'm always searched randomly.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna say that's not true. They always want to touch my hair. They always, it's random.
Right.
I'll tell you one thing. Every time I go through TSA with a little bit of, a little bit of gas on me, I always make it out the other end with the same amount of gas.
And on that note,
that is some pretty fucked up shit.
You don't really grinds my gears.
Can you say what the fuck did I do last night?
No, bad idea. Don't do it.
There were some seconds of the transition that you didn't speak over. You want to do it again?
Right.
So you can speak over the whole thing? Jesus, can you hear us?
Yeah, nigga, can you hear us? Every time I get on a plane, I got plenty of dope.
Every time I traffic drugs, this is how I can know.
Look, I'm gonna show you how I do it. Check out my IG.
I fly all the time. I don't want
in
no
my
problem.
defense.
In my defense.
Right, in my defense.
Really? That's what we're doing with defending.
Look, it was an accident, okay?
Have you been charged?
I was just fooling. I don't never take dope on the plane and get on the other side.
I have never proven
every time I
slide.
did it worked. That's what he said. He said every time I did it worked.
Nigga, I've been traveling.
But then he gonna say it was an accident.
1973.
Right.
Y'all done made my joint go out. Come on now.
Yeah, well, you know what? You got me almost about to spark a cigarette. I'm so stressed out with you right now with that. Wow. Okay. Now we're back.
Go ahead.
We're back on Purge BS.
Get that
if
off your
anybody's
chest.
here checking this out,
Right.
I got it off my chest. Let's say this. If you're still around, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Get ready for the next
Nigga, we
episode.
are
As you can see,
professionals
things are
over
crazy.
here, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
This shit go down smooth and don't come up
see.
rough.
Hey, look, no cap. Speaking of airports, though, y'all ever been in the airport and seen like the liquor store they got in there? You know, you cannot purchase no bottles in that unless you're traveling internationally.
That's how it is on
Yeah,
cruises.
that's a duty free. That's a duty free.
Yeah, that joint crazy, bro. I used to work at
because you're not allowed.
I used to work at the airport, bro. I used to try to, hey, let me buy this. But,
you was really trafficking.
But here's the thing. Like, if you're going to
really
fly
had
out to a
something to do
cruise, if you're going to fly out on a cruise and you hit that duty free, what you do, you do your carry-on is only half full and it's full of t-shirts. So you go to the duty free, buy all your bottles, you wrap them up in the t-shirts so they don't clink, and you can walk right onto the boat with them.
Let's not tell people how to smuggle things. Okay? Can we not tell the crowd how to smuggle
And
things?
that is all the time we have left for trafficking with Negroes.
Right. A metronome told me that
Thanks
trick.
for tuning in. Happy trafficking.
Man, y'all anyway, that's some pretty fucked up shit. Yeah,
back to the bad ideas. So I'm gonna bring it to something that's been in the news lately.
Yeah. We got plenty of those.
Yeah, we always have a bad idea.
Yeah.
So recently, somebody was telling me about this Young Thug trial. Have you guys been checking this out?
Not at all.
Do you guys know who Young Thug is, right? He's one of the rap guys. He's one of the rap guys.
Look here, Slime. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're right.
Nah, we know who Thug is. We know who Thug is. But I mean,
You can't handle the truth.
I haven't been following the trial, but I be seeing the clips.
Nah, we know who Young Thug.
All right. Well, I wasn't following it until this past week. And there's been a whole bunch of stuff because
his lawyer is the man now. Oh, if you're gonna speak about his lawyer, we're
gonna start in there. We're gonna start in that area. That's exactly where we're going.
Yeah.
So apparently his lawyer found out that there was like a secret meeting between the judge, the district attorney. Yeah, ex parte meeting. There you go. You
ex parte meeting. Yep. With the prosecution and the judge.
Right there. And they had it behind the chambers of the judge, right? And then the defense attorney finds out about this and basically has a problem with it. And because he's expressing that, he's asking the judge to recuse himself. The judge refusing to even honor the motion. So because he's fighting back and forth with the judge basically, what did he put him in jail for 20 days over contempt?
No, he put him in jail for contempt for 20 days served on the weekends because the lawyer would not tell who told him. So the judge is holding him in contempt.
That's right.
Right. So all I know is that lawyer's clientele has just quadrupled.
I can go back for real now.
But secondarily,
I want him.
They're like,
I want that guy.
Yeah.
And then secondarily, there was another issue, right? There was another issue that came up recently with their star witness. Now, look, the testimony was long. I'm not playing all of it because I don't have the patience or the time to do that on this podcast. All right. But I did have to catch the
weak ass claps.
Them claps need some help with them.
Some vitamin C, nigga. Them claps need some ginkgo bilobas, ginseng, and all that shit.
Let me stay focused, man. I'm trying to be serious.
Scurvy ass claps.
Hurry up, play, because I'm gonna start asking Dante some fucking questions.
Don't. I gotta play it's just a quick clip of their star witness who came on recently This is the person they had the ex parte meeting with, who later decided that he was not going to testify to what they said he had said to detectives, and this is the reasoning he gave for that. So you can play it.
Sure.
Once it starts, which would be great. Why does that start?
Hey, let me make myself clear, right? Because you keep asking me about things I don't told investigators in the past. I can't say from when. So much was going on. My name was on everything. The police kept coming to grab me. Every time they grabbed me, I had a different story for them. I know 100% facts, and I'm telling you now, I was not truthful. I was saying whatever they wanted me to say. I was saying whatever I could come up with. I was trying my best to convince them that I didn't do nothing, that I'm an innocent person, and that people put their hands on me. When they ask me about any of these things, you sitting here keep asking me step by step by step by step. And I'm telling you now, because you asked me, was I being truthful? Okay. I know I wasn't being truthful.
In some of those interviews, were you in custody? Were you arrested in some of those interviews?
I think so.
Okay. Do you recall telling detectives in those interviews that you're just trying to get out of jail, so I'm going to tell you all what happened so you can check it and I can get out of jail?
Yeah, I told the investigators that I remember, I think, in one of the interviews, they was locking me up and my child's birthday was coming up. And when they got me, I said, listen, man, whatever y'all want me to say, I would tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I would say it. Tell me what y'all want to know and I would tell you. So if they would have asked me about President Trump, I would have had a story about Trump.
So nonetheless, what happens here, I need y'all to understand the context because there's a short clip. But I
believe him in both of his t-shirts.
He recanted his statement. Like he was the star witness for what's going on. And pretty much he threw his credibility out the window and said, I've been lying since day one about everything that I said because I was just trying to get people to let me go. So anything that he said or didn't say is totally garbage now.
You can't handle the truth.
Now, what are we going to do with this trial that's been going on for months? That's the star witness. So what are we doing?
That's a W Mans. That's a W Mans.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you what. I watched that whole thing, and it's kind of like, why not just drop it at this point? If you don't have hard evidence, when you start playing rap lyrics in cases and stuff, that's how I feel. Once you got to start playing rap lyrics in the court case, and then try to equate that to a real life event when it's known entertainment, that would be the same as like getting mad at an actor because he was in a movie where the White House blew up, and then 10 years later the White House blows up, and be like, well, you did that in that movie, so you obviously are. That just doesn't work for me when they do it with rap lyrics, because most rappers ain't that dude. I'm just being real. Most rappers' story that you think is them telling what they did, most of them is them telling somebody else's story.
They all snitch.
Right. Every rhyme I ever wrote from 9th grade to 12th grade about me being a gangster shooting niggas was a lie. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I was creating a persona.
And it sounded good. It sounded great. I heard it.
Sounded good.
Listen to it.
Yeah, and it worked on the bitches.
I was believing.
Yeah, and then we would go over to the mall and talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm being horribly honest right now.
You can't handle the truth.
Because when you're writing this crap, you're thinking, well, but they may be doing it. And you don't even know. And then you find out, especially when you watch like a lot of these documentaries, like 90% of these industry dudes is doing the same shit. And people, like
that's my whole point.
Like look at Jay-Z. Look at Jay-Z right now, right? Everything that you heard probably in reasonable doubt is probably exactly what it is. But, embellished a little bit. But how the fuck would Jay-Z still be writing gangster shit 25 years later?
Right, because he's definitely not still doing it.
You hang out with Coldplay.
Right.
He talks about art now. Picasso in my living room, Picasso on my wall.
And I'm not mad at that. I actually respect that. I like the 444 album. I respect it. And don't get me wrong.
That pivot is great. It's the grown man. I love that.
I may be Jay-Z's biggest fan. Maybe.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, All of that shit is cap. And what Haze was saying earlier, I mean, most impressive thing that I've heard in a long time, you're going back to these records, you kind of got to consider the source. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to consider the source.
The only real ones are still in jail or did some time.
That's what I was
like
I'm telling you
like
right
Shine.
now. I said the same
Shine's
thing.
a
I
real
was talking
one.
to this young boy earlier. I said the dudes that I know that really live like that, they can't rap about it. It would go against the code.
Nope.
Bro, that goes right back to the barbershop. And bro, I'm gonna say it just like this. If you've ever been in a barbershop and heard somebody just spit some bars, and you like, yo, why you ain't trying to get out there? He was like, nigga, it's money in these streets. Fuck that rap shit. I got money right here.
Right.
That's the nigga speaking that real shit.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of telling on yourself, man. Look at all the people who want to post and high sign on shit that they really doing. Look at all those people who got caught off of back in those PPP loans and shit, flagging all their money and doing all that shit and telling people, oh yeah, that was real dumb. And so rappers aren't gonna do that. They're not gonna actually be doing that and speaking on recorded media.
No way.
No.
But I will say this at the end of the day.
God can bless a hot mess.
You know, sure can.
Dogs have awakened! I'm very happy to be here! Turn around, ladies, please.
I'm happy to be here. I know that much. Let me tell you what, guys. I've had a very eventful recent day here. And I just want to let y'all know my family's got, baby girl's having a baby girl. So that's why I got these soft ass colors on right now. I'm feeling real pastel-y,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I love that. I love that,
man. Congratulations.
Riding for baby girl.
Yeah. So
I love that. That's that grown man shit. I love it.
Nonetheless, we're getting ready to get out of here, and I got to give you a quote of the day that I got from Baltimore. It's a quote of the city, as we'll call it.
What, the city that reads, breeds, and bleeds?
Not that one. That's the old one. That's the old one. That's the original.
Okay.
The new one, okay, is everyone ready?
I walk your dog for
3 words mushed into one. Man, I couldn't drop it. I was ready to drop it. He didn't allow me to drop it. So it's 3 words mixed into one. Fuck you mean.
That's it. Amen.
That's from Baltimore, and what it means for those that don't understand is, what is it that you're inferring?
You can't handle the truth.
Right.
And that's all it means. What is it that you're inferring? Like, what you saying?
Right.
And then it turns into, fuck you mean. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard it pronounced, fuck you mean.
Fuck you mean. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I was trying to.
There's an alternate definition, and that's Diddy's favorite pastime.
Okay.
You mean?
I thought we were going to make it through a whole episode without mentioning Diddy, and there it went.
You can't handle the truth.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he worked his way right back in.
Didn't he? Didn't he?
Pushed his way right back in. But look, before I let Bravo take me to a place that I'm not trying to go, I'm not going there. I told y'all we're not mentioning that man no more.
Everybody said that to Diddy at one point.
No. Nope. All right. You know what?
My bad.
I'd like to take this time out.
You putting in that work.
Take the time out.
Yeah, I want to take some time out to thank DT the Comic. This is one of my best friends. He's one of the best dudes I know. Like, we was played for earlier with all of the bullshit.
Cool.
But that's what we do. We purge bullshit. But this guy's a good dude. If any of y'all following him, share his stuff. You know what I'm saying? This guy's very talented. DT, is anything you want to say to the crowd before Sekou says he got to go? I mean, Haze. Before he says he got to go.
Nah, I just I want to say thank y'all for the opportunity. Thank y'all for letting let me get up here and just chat my shit. You feel me? Like I do music. You feel me? If y'all really want to, tap in with the kids. You know what I'm saying? You're right.
It's a doo-doo music.
We're so happy. We're so happy.
I'm sorry. I'm still 13 on the inside, man.
It's
Put in that work, daddy.
Nope. All right, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's it. I gotta go. You take
What's up with it, man?
I gotta go. That's what's up. I gotta go. If you don't leave, Bravo will take you to a place and you're not ready for it. So everybody's still watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell. Throw something in the comments. Argue with Bravo. We love that.
I'm always wrong.
Did you want to shout out the subreddit?
Yeah, and of course the subreddit Purge the BS. Is it Purge the BS or Purge of the BS?
It's both. We locked them both.
It's actually both. Okay, so we got both of them.
All right.
So y'all jump on there, throw us some content, stuff you find funny, anything you might want us to talk about on the show. We'll run through it and see what we can come up with. Okay.
We got all kinds of fun. We got all kinds of fun shit in there, yo. We got all kinds of fun. We throw out polls. We pull you off for ideas. You know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah, put your poll back, son. Put your poll back.
We let y'all vote on polls.
I'm waving the white flag. I'm waving the white flag, yo. That's it. I'm waving the white flag. I surrender, and that is all.
Super